Hi everyone, it's Anita from Angelica Awakening. How are you all? So I'm here today just to do the video, just because I'm in the energy of Archangel Aora and Archangel Haniel. So I'm just doing an impromptu video today, just tuned into the magic of these beautiful two female archangels, and just wanted to bring through what messages they had for us today for the highest good and highest light. So as always, as you know, I always like to start with an invocation to set the tone of the video. So just place our hands on our hearts. So our purpose today is to connect into the energy of Archangel Aora and Archangel Haniel and allow their magic to work through us today and around us. We invite them into our hearts, to our souls, to help us to awaken to the truth of our beauty and to honor our divine feminine, and to allow the messages to flow through me today for you all watching the live and the replay, just to gain the most insight, understanding and clarity from these archangels. So we invite them in to surround us with our hearts and to please bless this video with divine joy, happiness and freedom. So welcome. So this is all about why we are here today. Two beautiful archangels. I'm going to introduce their energy and then I'm going to channel through the messages that they have for us tonight. So the first archangel is this beautiful one, and this is from the Diana Cooper Archangel deck. This is Archangel Aora, and it says on the card, "Welcome to new beginnings. Let the sun shine into your life." So this is one of the archangels I'll be channeling through today, and I've got this beautiful kind of soft pastel colours kind of going on, the yellows and the gentle pastel colours. So Archangel Aora, and I will read the meaning from the book, but as you know, angels always present themselves to people as they need to be taken as. So I can read a meaning, but it doesn't mean that they're always going to present to you with these kind of qualities, but they always work with people individually. So they always work for the highest light and the highest good of the person. So Archangel Aora might be helping me with something to do with gentleness, and she might work with the next person around optimism and strength. So she will give you what you need for the highest light and highest good. So I'm going to read the message from Diana Cooper deck. So Archangel Aurora is the twin flame of Archangel Uriel. So Archangel Uriel is the light of God. So this is the divine feminine. She carries his divine feminine energy and shares his etheric retreat above the Tatras Mountains in Poland. She radiates the golden rose light and spreads peace by enfolding you gently in a rosy glow of hope and wisdom. Archangel Aurora offers new beginnings. She literally brings a new dawn to your life. That's kind of the general gist I'm getting of this card. So she's come in today and she will clarify why she's kind of leading this video with Archangel Haniel. They came out together. So when I chose what video to do, I always get told like what archangels wants to come through and channel, and they do it like week by week, and these two came through quite strongly for this particular reason, and it's around the new moon. So the new moon was yesterday in New Zealand, so they want to connect with the new moon as well. So that's one of the archangels. The second archangel I kind of know more of, Archangel Haniel, so it's connected to the moon. So actually if you see these different pictures, you've got the sunshine, the light. I didn't actually see this till now. And Archangel Haniel, the moon. So you've got the sun and the moon in these pictures. Actually, I just picked that up. So, because she is the twin flame of Archangel Uriel, the light of God. So, Archangel Haniel is the archangel of intuition, the moon, honoring your cycles. It says here, seek out soul satisfaction, fan the flame of inner happiness. So Archangel Haniel, from my understanding, works with the divine feminine, works with the moonstone. So she's very connected to moon, to nature, to intuition. So that's why she's come through today, just to assist Archangel Aora with her mission, her light mission. So if you put them together, they're saying their joint purpose today is to work within the new moon's energy to help start getting people to see the beauty within themselves, to start honouring the cycles, to start honouring the light and the dark, the confusion and the clarity. So there's always polarity, but there's beauty within that space, and they want you to find today that middle ground, that happy medium, that where you find peace of mind. Because with the new moon brings clarity. So with the full moon, you get a lot of endings. With the new energy of the new moon, you get new beginnings. So they're really wanting us to give the heads up and the head start around manifesting what you would like with the new moon, and they're really here today to talk about that. So I'm just going to let them lead the video and see what conversations we come up with these angels. So they're connecting to the sun and the moon, and they're very different elements, right? So the moon is connected to subconscious, connected to the darkness, not always being able to see what's going on, a bit fogged over, a bit confused. Where when you've got the sunshine lighting your path, it's clear. So this is almost like finding the middle ground. I think almost the feel for the video is they're wanting to help us to find the middle ground so that we're able to have peace of mind and find that happy equilibrium within ourselves. Because Archangel Haniel, and the other thing that we're kind of pointing at is our sacral chakras, and our sacral chakra is to do with the divine male and divine female and the balance. And so they've come out today because both of them are very unique in their own way, and they work with the elements, particularly with this video, Haniel the moon and Archangel Aurora, which is the sun. So we'll see what they go with this finding the balance. It's almost like with this new moon, it's giving us the energy to ground our energy into the here and now, but also to bring balance to situations that maybe we require extra assistance in. So they're really here to help us bring the balance with situations, the balance with energy, the balance with bringing, because when you're balanced, you're able to make decisions that are from the heart. You're able to stay grounded and centered in the now. So the power of now is really about having balanced chakras, having balanced energy. So they want to kind of just talk about that. So we're going to start with Aora. So I'm just going to tune into her energy now and see what she's got to say. So she's just saying, welcome in the new moon, the new energy. So, you know, if you've been having a rough time or just feeling a bit out of sorts, the new moon has come in yesterday, and it's really opening a new portal for us. And it's almost like lighting the way for us. So if you're feeling a bit lost and confused in the dark, like most of us are, kind of not knowing what's going to happen next because everything's so unpredictable, Archangel Aora is here to reassure us that there's always clarity around the corner. There's always steps that need to be taken. There's always a way. So Archangel Aora really wants to call you in to be present and in the moment, and to be centered in that truth that there's always the steps. The steps are always unfolding for us, a step at a time. They've never rushed. The process is never rushed. So to keep a balanced kind of point of view with life, sometimes we don't always get shown everything, because if we did, it kind of would be a bit boring, they're saying. The archangels are saying, like Archangel Aora particularly is saying, that life is always a journey. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be revealed to us step by step. And even though the sun may shine brightly on us with optimism and clarity, there's always the sense of the unknown. And they're almost saying, in order to kind of gain a better understanding of life itself, it's almost accepting you're not always going to understand what's going on or what's going to eventuate or what's going to come to fruition. Because that's the beauty of life. It's meant to surprise you. And so what Aora is saying is the way to find the middle ground or the balance is to kind of come into your center with your heart and know that all is well. And always say to yourself, even though when you don't know what's going on, everything's always working out for me, everything's okay, everything will be fine, like whatever it is that you need to say to yourself to reassure yourself. She's talking about staying grounded, because that's how you stay present. A lot of us, and probably the most recently, the energies of the earth are very heavy, and everybody's trying to escape in one form or another, whether it's through addiction, through distraction, and really to kind of bring ourselves back to the moment and be in our power and stand in our truth. We need to really be present. I mean, makes sense. So she's talking about, in order to make balanced decisions, you've got to come out of the head. You've got to come back into your heart and ground your energy like roots into a tree. So she's saying going outside, going for walks. Physical activity is so important right now to keep our bodies, keep us in our bodies. So the balance of life itself is dependent on how we look after our bodies, because our bodies create balance, homeostasis. So she's talking about the more that we're able to gain more sunshine as well, like go for a walk if it's sunny, it creates more balance within our lives, because our lives are out of kilter. And when that happens, as you know, our body tells us when we're out of balance, our chakras. So she's really wanting us to identify, asking the question, where do we feel that there is an imbalance in our life right now? And how can we bring ourselves back to center? Archangel Aora is saying she's here to light the situation for you. So we're going to do a meditation at the end with these two archangels. And they're going to bring us clarity to what is it that you really need assistance with. And they're here to help. That's why they've developed this video for you, is to help you find your center again, help you to find your balance. Because we all need more balance. That's a common theme on the earth right now. Balance, balance, balance. And because we're coming into this new energy of new beginnings with the new moon, it's so important to open ourselves to this receptivity of the divine's messages, because receptivity is also the divine feminine's way of taking care of ourselves. So she's saying, like, also with the new moon brings new possibilities, new starts, new journeys. And we have to be receptive to that, and we have to close the old doors and walk into the new. And what helps with this process, all these steps, is to be balanced and grounded in the here and now. So, Archangel Haniel. So Archangel Haniel's message. She's saying that 50% of the population, or even more than that, is feeling really lost right now. And she's kind of here today to say, hey, I get it. I can see what's going on in the planet. And I understand why people are feeling confused and upset and kind of misguided. And she's really here today to promote the sense of well-being. She's here to say that in order to listen to yourself, you've got to go back to basics. You've got to go back to meditation. You've got to go back to simplicity. She's talking about reconnection with yourself. And she's saying sometimes, as what Aora was talking about, she's talking about balance as more going within and listening to yourself. So she's talking about, you know, on a new moon, new starts, new beginnings, getting a moonstone, really kind of going within, deep seated, kind of listening to yourself, really getting to the core of who you are. And this is right down in, she's saying, in the womb, like in the beginning of creation. The sacral chakra is a beautiful chakra to go into when you're trying to create balance and a sense of balance and well-being. Because there's a sacredness about the sacral chakra, and she really wants you to start tapping into the sacral chakra to help with manifestations, to help with new beginnings, to help find your balance and your center. So you can find that with your heart and your solar plexus, but your sacral chakra has all the old wisdom, the old knowledge, the old ancient connection to the earth. And the womb, the beginning of creation, where everything starts, where everything finishes, where life is given. Where sometimes in the womb, she's talking about the gestation of a baby. They sit in darkness for 9 months, and it's that kind of waiting period. And she's saying a lot of the population on the earth right now are finding it really hard to sit in the centers, to find their center, because it's almost like we're kind of leaving an old door of the old way of being, which is 3D reality, entering into 5D, and everyone's catching up. And you feel this lag. So people who are waiting for their, say, family members to catch up, for whoever, they're kind of prodding along, carrying on, but they can see this lag, and that's where the disruption is. And so she's kind of here to help us reconnect with that part of ourselves that knows our truth, knows that we're sacred, knows that we can reconnect with ourselves, because it feels like she's trying to help us to catch up with ourselves. It feels like we're in the middle of some type of transformation, type of transition between an old door and a new door. And so she's kind of helping you connect with your really core-seated power, your kundalini, your rawness, your beauty. She wants you to appreciate who you are in this moment. So there's a lot of messages around balance and around reconnecting with your, your deep-seated divine feminine energy. Even if you're male, you have feminine energy within the sacral chakra. There's a magic she's talking about, a magic that comes from the sacral chakra that's untapped, unknown. So that's what she's talking about. So let's just go with the messages. I've got crystals today. I've got cards. So I just thought I'd see where they want to go with this. So we're going to just go with Rebecca Campbell cards and see what messages they have for us. So, the topics may vary today. They're really trying to kind of pack a lot in a video. So this video is going to be very full on in regards to information and guidance and clarity and understanding, because there are two different archangels working with me. So whatever messages resonate with you, take. So they're trying to kind of catch a bigger audience with two different archangels who work differently and help you gain better understanding and clarity. So see what messages they have for us. 3 messages from this deck, please. The first message is Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So this is what I was talking about. We're having this period of transition, and the biggest message I'm getting is how can you mother yourself? How can you honor your sacredness about you? How can you honor the beauty within you? How can you look after yourself? So I know that whoever's been watching, you've been giving a lot of yourself. The angels are saying we are so grateful that you do that for people, but you've got to fill your own cup up. So the question is, how do you mother yourself? And this is about the divine feminine energy. So the moon cycles are connected to the divine feminine, and the sun is connected to the divine masculine. So with this card, it's signifying that it's like the return to the womb, the return full circle, completion. I'm hearing to assist your body and your mental state and your emotional body right now with the transition. It's almost like you've got to come back to center and go really deep within and almost like reroot yourself. And what can you do to nurture your body so that you're more grounded? Can you eat more wholesome vegetables? It's like coming into winter in the southern hemisphere. Should you be having more root vegetables just to help you ground your energy? Nuts, like nice warm herbal teas, cinnamon, I'm hearing. So, particular types of tea can help you ground, and it's almost like she's saying to restore the warmth in your body, because winter is cold. It means our bodies are slowing down, we're going within, we're retreating, and it's like a great time to start looking after yourself. So that's the first message. The second message from these beautiful female archangels, Inner Temple. So the message is devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. So this is kind of coming, so in the center there's the portal of your heart, and you've got the two sides to you, the male and the female, and this is just what I'm getting messages from. And this card is saying, how can you find the balance? And it's saying it's time to go into your inner temple. So you have a beautiful temple, which is your vehicle of light, which is your body. It is your temple. How can you honor your temple? How can you honor it? How can you adorn it? How can you make it beautiful? How can you zhuzh it up? How can you make yourself feel at home within your body? That is the question as well. So it's about the divine sacred feminine. How can you how can you reach deep down within and honor yourself for just you, for being you? And how can you honor your heart today? It's about taking those small steps, so those little steps throughout the day, like having that cup of tea, having a break, honoring yourself. So honoring how you're feeling, your intuition, and trusting yourself. Because it feels like the balance. We can do all you want, but we're coming into a period of reflection, winter, solitude, isolation, just going within and listening. And really, our intuition has been really heightened, and that's why they want us to stop. And they want us to breathe, and they want us to honor. Oh, right, the next one that popped out, literally you saw it. So the last card message, the warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So we were talking about that deep-seated calling that you may have inside that you've not been listening to. This is the divine masculine energy. So this is us standing in our power. But in order to do this, we've got to have the balance. We've got to be able to look after ourselves. We've got to be able to honor ourselves, and then we've got to be able to take inspired action. So there is a calling within you, and it's asking you to take time out during winter to listen, to honor that sacred space, to make time for yourself. This is the perfect time to start going really deep within. And at the end, we're going to be showing like how to connect with your sacral chakra, to go really within deep. It's almost like this deep-seated truth that you need to hear, your calling. There's a message for you. Like I think what she's talking about is a lot of us have, from the busyness of life, we've disconnected. So it's like she's wanting us to come back to center, come back to the roots of who we really are, being the power of who we really are within our core, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our heart, really getting solid with that, our foundation, our center, you know, so that nothing rocks us. Let's go with it. So we'll go 3 messages from this Flower of Life cards. I'm hearing inspired action. Inspired action is the divine masculine. So when we're talking about energy, action, everything to do with thinking, planning, prioritizing, doing is the divine male, and divine male within us. And we need the balance in order to be effective as human beings. And right now we're coming to this pivotal point where we're needing to, it's almost like needing to come back to center. Like if you do the prayer position, it's like we almost in our heart need to kind of come back to center, so that we're able to hear ourselves and know what we need to do next, or even just to be, because we do a lot of doing, but we don't do a lot of being. So 3 messages for the viewers at home for guidance, clarity, and direction from Archangel Aora and Archangel Haniel. So these 3 messages are from them. So I'll just read it out to you. So crafting, gaze at your loving hands. How will you create and craft your life? Look at your feet and feel them on the ground. Now close your eyes and imagine that you see the earth from the perspective of space. How wondrous and beautiful it is. Green, blue, white, light and dark. Infinite, endless stories being played out upon earth. But be aware of yourself on earth, playing out and creating your stories. Now see all of them through the eyes of higher consciousness. See the whole big picture from the perspective of space. Gently move closer and closer towards the earth. Feel yourself landing on earth and plant your feet on the ground. Intend that from this moment on you will no longer feel bullied by life. Instead you will create and craft your own unique path. Crafting. So the message I'm hearing from them is we are here to craft our own life. In order to craft the life that we want, to meet our expectations, to meet our desires and dreams, it has to come from us. So if we're not listening to ourselves and not finding the balance within ourselves, which we can only find, we're not going to be able to craft the life that we want. We're going to be seeing things we don't want in our lives, which is the contrast, and we need it to see what we do want. But the thing is, in order to create more of the things that are in alignment for you in your life purpose, your life soul, your life journey, you need to be able to find your center. And this is one of the biggest things I struggle with as well, because I love to be busy doing things, and I like to be up in the sky. And grounding for me, I've had to learn over the years to do that, to find my center. But when I am centered in my heart and grounded, I actually find I make better informed decisions, because I'm not everywhere, I'm not scattered. So that's the message from card number 1. Message number 2. Healer. When you awaken to the truth, the feeling is so incredible and freeing that you may feel that it is your responsibility to help all feel this good. To try and awaken others is not your role of a healer. Your job is to feel the best you can in every moment, and to be in full balance with you. Allow your higher self, the whole of the universe, to shine through you and inspire others to choose to see the world differently, if that's what you desire. Whatever they choose to do is up to you. You have the choice to love you and all. Everyone is at different levels of perception and consciousness. So wherever anyone is perfect for them in their life and in the moment. Let everyone be as they are and just focus on feeling the best that you can right now. No one has to change for you to feel love, because you are love. Healer. When you awaken to the truth, the feeling is so incredible and freeing that you may feel that it is your responsibility to help all those feel good. We all have an innate healing body. We have all an innate ability to heal others and ourselves through love. And so why not do we use it for ourselves? And the question is to you is, if you are if you were your own best friend or your own family member, would you watch yourself getting tired and stressed out and whatever it is life get to you, or would you help that person out by trying to inspire them and uplift them? So they really want you to do this for yourself today. They really want you to look at your truth as a healer. What is it in your life that you can create balance right now? So you are your best judge of what you need healing or integration with. And it's not that you've got to do this all the time, but it's almost like there's a big period of transition we're going through. And there are some deep-seated like old traumas or old wounds that are in our sacral chakra that are stored there, that are coming up to be looked at. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Sacral chakra is to do with sexual identity. It's to do with creativity. It's to do with creative expression. It's to do with balance, your male and female, your kundalini. So any kind of issues around those kind of your body issues will come up in the next kind of couple of months, because we're entering this sacred period of going within and reflecting and looking at what needs to go. One more message. Love and fear, which I think is perfect. Love and fear cannot exist in the same space or at the same time, as they are very different vibrations. If you are feeling fear, imagine breathing in green or pink light and feel any fear or lower energies transforming into love. Now you are fully present in the vibration of love, so you feel safe and knowing exactly what is to do in any circumstance or situation. This is now your reality. Say to yourself, I trust I am a channel of love and wisdom. My high self will guide me at all times in all situations. Now that I know this, I can relax, have fun, and live in the present moment, fully awake and aware. So the message from this card, love and fear, we have a choice. We have a choice, and that choice is yours. And the angels have talked about this many a times, and they're saying that it's time for us to really step up and to choose love over fear, because we have conscious choice, we have conscious awareness. So those are the messages. Right, what do they want to do? So they want to talk about our natural state of being. So what that means is your natural state of being is when you're centered and balanced and in the flow. And you have moments of this. But really what the 5D consciousness is leading up to is for us to be in this consistently. So we're almost practicing. We're having like a test run. And the more we're able to sustain our vibration and stand in that hold of our natural state of being, which is in alignment, which is our light, the more that we're able to ripple out to the world so that others may start awakening and others start to match that vibration. So it's like an osmosis effect. So the more people that are able to stand in their light and stand in their equilibrium, the more that this planet will start to become more balanced with light and dark. Because they'll get to a point where we won't need to go through the duality anymore, and we already know this. 3D is about duality. 5D and above is starting to become in the one consciousness and the one understanding that love is real and nothing else is. So the higher up the octaves you go, the more you lose duality. So some planets don't have duality, they just have one love. And we are reaching for that. So this is why it's really important that we start to ascend these old programs, these old patterns that are deep-seated within the womb, within the psyche of man. Because a lot of the traumas that occurred to women, that occur to children, that occur to the divine feminine are trapped within the sacral chakra. And this is what they really want to promote healing with, is that over the next several years, you're going to see a lot of deep-seated, rooted things from the womb come up. And it is to do with women, because that's what the majority woman. the divine feminine, and that's even if you're male. So because in all lifetimes we've been male and female to balance out our energies, and even in our bodies we have a balance of male and female. And in the back we have Kundalini, and our Kundalini is untapped energy, raw potential of each human, and each lifetime we get to work on that. Some people's Kundalini wakes up in certain lifetimes and some doesn't. It doesn't mean you're a better person. It just means you're ready to step up spiritually. So that's connected to males and females. The Kundalini can wake up in males as well. So they want to be clear that this is all spiritual direction. They're just trying to get you to understand why certain things are happening. And they're trying to cover a range of subjects within this video. Okay, we're going to do a pick a card. So I'm going to ask you to place your hands on your heart and ask the angel, what messages do you need to know right now? So we're going to pick some crystals. So we're going to pick some crystals, and I'm going to channel a message for you at home as well as pick an archangel. So if you could pick out of 3, you can have all 3 messages, or you can pick 1, 2, or 3. So all you need to do is place your hand on your heart, and through the law of resonance, you would say, dear angels, please guide me to the number that I need to hear the most, or the message that I need to hear the most. So the first one is number 1, which is clear quartz. So you can either get tapped into the energy of the clear quartz or number 1. So that's number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Funny, I chose white and black, which is duality, and then pink in the middle. So if you're crystal number 1, this is the message for you. So if you were drawn to crystal number 1, the message I'm getting is clarity. Clarity, clarity. The message I'm getting from this clear quartz is that surround yourself with the white light and ask for clarity, because there's a lot of clouds around you. You may not have clarity of thought, clarity of emotions, or clarity of mind, or clarity of heart. And this stone is talking about really you're wanting to be in the space of clarity. So they're saying to surround yourselves with white light and invite an Archangel Uriel and Archangel Aora to kind of help you with clarity. I'm also hearing that your light needs to shine. So Archangel Uriel also talks about needing, because Archangel Uriel is about shining your light, and it is time for you to shine your light, child. That's what I'm hearing. And in order to do this, you need to clear your vessels. So there are also things in your body, your mind and your spirit you've got to let go of, and this will take time, and this is a process. It's not something that happens overnight, but they're saying one step at a time. Like, do one thing at a time. It's like clearing out a room. You start in one corner and you move your way around that room, and then you go to the next room and you do that room. Don't go to one room and start cleaning, then go to another room and start cleaning it, because it's almost like you don't finish what you've started. So it's almost like the message I'm getting is tidy up your loose ends. Like, tidy up the things you started, and then you'll find that life will flow a bit easier, because you've got too many things kind of going on. And the clarity will come when you start kind of shutting things down, because it's almost like your light's getting pulled in a lot of directions. You need to call it back. You need to kind of come back to center and hold it within your solar plexus, your sacral, like bring your power back. You're also giving your power away. So that's the other message I'm getting. You're not getting a lot of clarity because you're kind of feeling intuitively other people's feelings and emotions. So you've got to really clear your energy each day with the white light. So call in Archangel Uriel to light your aura, to clear it up. To use the violet flame as well. So violet flame I've talked about in videos. To just imagine a violet pink fire coming from your feet all the way up and burning away anything, any remnants, any old energy, any stagnant energy from out throughout the day. And you can use white sage. It's just to keep your aura clear, because it's almost like you're like a sponge. You take everything in. So message number 1, clarity, clearing, letting go, sunshine, standing in your light. So the angel message I'm going to do is, I've got some channeled, some pictures from Glennis Bourne. And I'm just going to, she's got beautiful artwork she drew. So I'm going to pick a Archangel message for you. So pile number 1, you've got this beautiful angel here. And I will read the message. So let me look at it. Just need to match you up to the angel. All right. So the message for you, pile number 1, is Archangel Haniel. I represent the golden light of God. I am the bearer of light. I enlighten the atmosphere and transform negativity into positivity. Call upon me when you're feeling overwhelmed by the darkness and have lost your way. I will help you dispel the darkness and offer you hope. I bring joy, happiness, and fulfillment to help you with your true path. So Archangel Haniel also is the Archangel of love. So really, it's coming back to love. So that's kind of the Archangel that really wants to work with you right now, is Archangel Haniel. So that's the message. That was a beautiful message, wasn't it, everybody? So the next message, pile number 2. So this is funny because it's like, it's almost the opposite on pile number 1. This beautiful stone is to help with grounding. So let's tune into the crystal. So the first message I'm getting, pile number 2, is grounding. Very, very important. You may also be very earth-based, so you might be quite earthly in nature. But what I'm hearing is your answers lie, or helping you to recenter, is to go out into nature. You really do well with being in nature, and it's almost like really essential right now that you ground your energy, because you're getting pulled also in a lot of directions. But I'm feeling you're probably a bit more centered in your truth. You know who you are, but it's standing up for what you believe in. So I'm hearing that there are challenges around you, that you need to speak your truth, and doing it from a place of love is great. And they know you're assertive, but they're saying you've got to stand more in your power and own it. And this stone is talking about that it's learning to be okay with not knowing everything. So doing it a step at a time, not always racing into the future or racing back into the past. It's almost living in the now. So they also want you to pay attention to your thoughts, how you are consciously thinking your thoughts each day. So your thoughts are really running your life. So what subconscious programs are you aware of that you could be changing? Could you start reading more books? I'm hearing more about like looking up hypnotherapy, EFT, like actual proper therapies to start working with the mind chatter, meditation, like getting real practical, like, you know, the masculine energy. What do you need to do to kind of bring more harmony, balance back into your life? Do you need to exercise? It's all kind of all those questions. This is more like masculine doing energy, where the first card was more about feelings and intuition and being in your heart, where the second one is more about what can you do for yourself, what can you actively do or participate in to help with your mind. Pile number 2. That's the message I'm getting. What archangel? Wow. Guess what? We've got this. Oh no, we've got a separate archangel. Sorry, I thought it was the same one. So this archangel is going to work with you. It would be great to work with you. Pile number 2, Archangel Metatron. So the message is, I am Archangel Metatron. I am here to help you to move beyond your present circumstance and fulfill your destiny. You are more than you know, more powerful than you can imagine, and I will help you to grow into love, strength, and courage to overcome the obstacles that beseech you on your life's journey. So call upon me. I will light your way through the darkness. So Archangel Metatron. I'm also hearing he's kind of holding the star of hope for you. I'm hearing the star. He's holding the Mekraba, the star for you. He's ready to work with you on your ascension process. So Archangel Metatron wants to work with you. Right, pile number 3. We've got the rose quartz. So the difference with pile 1, 2, pile number 3 is about coming out of the darkness and into the light, and being happy and grateful for the experiences that you've had. And gratitude is your way to enter the portal of your heart. Gratitude, seeing your challenges in life as making you the person you are today. Seeing love in all situations, really hard to do sometimes, but they're saying with you, pile number 3, that you do count your blessings, but they're asking you to honor those blessings, but also honor yourself. Like honoring yourself, celebrating who you are, acknowledging how far you've come, acknowledging the beauty within you. Your heart is pure, they're saying. And the archangel that wants to work with you. This artwork is beautiful. Pile number 3. So we've got this one here. And I'm just going to find the message for you, pile number 3. Let's see. Right, Archangel Jophiel is the archangel of illumination and beauty, and is pictured here sending waves of true light energy to illuminate and energize the others, transforming negativity into positivity. So Archangel Jophiel works with your thoughts, works with beauty. So call in Archangel Jophiel to help you honor the beauty within. So that's a nice message. And we're going to get one final message from this deck. And I think we'll go into the meditation after this. So this is our final message from this deck. So look at this angel. Beautiful. What I'm enjoying is the magenta and the reds and the golds. So I'll just read the message. Where are we? Ooh, I think it's one of the... Let me identify you. Oh, it's Archangel Metatron. So, this is our final message. Archangel Metatron. But I'll just tune into the message. The message is, here I am. Here I am. He wants you to celebrate how far you've come. He wants you to celebrate and say to yourself, here I am. I made it. I have done it. Here I am. Because saying here I am is saying I am in this moment. I am here. I'm not over there. I'm not over there. I am here. So it helps you to ground. I am here in this moment. I am here and I honor who I am in this moment. I am here. He's also saying Archangel Metatron is here to help us all. We are not on this journey alone. We have all these beautiful archangels. They're supporting us. So he's saying, here I am, and he's also saying, say to yourself, here I am, in the here and now, honoring who I am and how far I've come. Congratulate yourself. So those are the messages. So we're going to get into a nice meditation to connect with our sacral chakra, to connect with our base. So I'm going to get these 2 archangels to channel through a beautiful meditation. So what I'll ask you to do is close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths in your own time, and I'll just set the intention while you take your 3 deep breaths. Just relax. So our purpose today is to connect into the energy of Archangel Haniel and Archangel Aurora to help us to rebalance and recenter within the power of our sacral chakra and our divinity and our truth and our knowing and our understanding, and allow us to have inspired action when it is required. The balance. So with this beautiful archangels, they ask you now to just place your hands in your lap, tune into the portal of your heart, and now we're calling in the beautiful pink ray of unconditional divine cosmic love, and this is flowing down very easily like a fountain of pink light, and it's surrounding us in this beautiful bubble of warmth and unconditional love and passion and all shades of pink, magenta pink, light pink, whatever pink you need right now. You see yourself in it and you feel it just moving into yourself, moving into your cells, into your DNA, your RNA, moving into your emotional body, moving into your mental body, just connecting with your soul, your center, feeling it just go deep within, deep, deep, deep. And now we invite in the color turquoise and aquamarine blue, and we feel these colors of gentleness of Archangel Haniel now surrounding us in this beautiful just gentleness, these pastel colors of Aurora and Haniel. and just feeling the balance of these two archangels. So Archangel Aora stands on one side and Archangel Haniel stands on the other, and they place both their hands on your heart like a set of wings, and it's almost like one of them's placing one hand on your heart and the other one's placing one hand, and they're doing it from front and back. And as you receive this transmission, you will receive healing if you wish to do so, and give them permission to allow them to do healing for you. So they're here today to honor you and to allow you to feel into your womb and just to feel the balance again. So they really want you to just tune into the portal of your heart and connect with that sense of self. And they want you to picture the yin-yang symbol in your heart and see it expanding outwards. So you're almost encapsulated in a beautiful yin-yang. And just feeling the power of the yin-yang in whatever color you visualize. So you can visualize it as black and white, or you can visualize it in whatever color you feel is right for you. So feel the yin-yang just expanding outwards and in a sphere, a dome of light. And you feel this dome of light with turquoise and pink, and just feel the power of the yin and the yang, bringing balance back into your chakras. And your sense of self, your sense of center, really honing in now on the sacral chakra. So they really want you to just feel into, there's a little doorway into your sacral chakra. They want to go within. And you're taking these steps downwards into your sacral chakra, and you go into the womb, and it's beautiful dark womb, but there's a light there. And as you walk into your womb, you feel this unconditional love and expansion and creativity and all the beautiful qualities that your sacral chakra holds. And if there is a block there, we ask now that Archangel Aora and Archangel Haniel help now clear your block within your sacral chakra, if it is safe to do so, for the highest light and highest good. So now you feel them lifting off any blocks that are blocking your sacral chakra's energy, and you feel your sacral chakra spinning beautifully with golds and pinks and blues, and you're feeling the yin and yang symbol like permeating all levels of your being, but particularly in your womb. And we now call in the new moon energy to come and be with us tonight, and to just help solidify this new energy within our sacral chakra, the expansion, the new doorway that's opening for us to express our creativity, to express our new beginnings, to express our divine spark, to express our divine male and female, to express our joy, to express acceptance of self, of our mind, body and spirit. So just feel yourself in all your glory and your beauty, and the angels want you to visualize yourself as a golden flame of light, like a candle flame, and they want you to burn brightly. And within your womb, you're becoming brighter and brighter and brighter, to the point your womb is like a beautiful lit cave, and this cave is lit up, and on the sides there's wall of art, and this is all the beautiful drawings your inner child has drawn for you. And you can just look on the wall and you see these beautiful drawings of your inner child, and there's all the creativity there, the energy of creativity, the energy of balance, the energy of rejuvenation, the energy of regeneration, the energy of youth. So your sacral chakra is now bringing out these beautiful qualities to be expressed into the world. And as you do this, you open your heart, and your heart connects with your sacral chakra, and then you feel this light, portal of light opening up, this doorway of light with the new moon, and you enter into this portal, and you feel yourself for the first time free, liberated, in alignment with yourself. And feel the angels now aligning all your chakras into balance, and allow them to just do their magic. Allow the magic to flow. Let them do the work. Surrender to the divine. Allow the miraculous healing to take place. Allow the miraculous balancing to take place in all your chakras. You do not have to do this. Your angels are here for you all. So just feel into the energy of the angels, and allow you just to sit with them for a couple of minutes, just to feel into their energy, their gentleness and their peace. So they wanted you to feel into the silence, to allow the peace to come back in, to allow the connection to be reestablished. They want you to realize that you are the light, you are the dark, you are the balance. You are perfect, whole and complete. You are the stars, you are the heavens, you are the sun, and you are the moon. You are the all. They want you to celebrate the light and the dark within you, because that is what makes you whole and complete. They want you to express yourself as you are, perfect in the eyes of the Creator. They want you to join your hands now in prayer position over your heart and just call in your soul to re-establish your connection with yourself and ask your higher self to rebalance you now, to help you to feel centered in your power through your solar plexus and your sacral and base. So your lower chakras getting reconnected and rooting back into the earth. And we now ask the angels to help us ground our energy in the here and now. So they're asking us to place our hands on our knees. They're asking us to say to ourselves, I am here now, I am. I am here now, I am. I am here and now, and I am. So just open your chest, open your heart, open your eyes. Welcome back. So that was just to reconnect with yourself, really deep-seated kind of core connection, just to re-establish our light connection with ourselves, because sometimes we get a bit disarrayed. So we're going to end with some final angel messages for us all. So let us see what our final messages are. I feel very centered now. Hope you can feel that energy as well. First message. Angel warriors. We have angels standing at our door. If you can see in that picture, it's a whole kingdom of angels. These kingdom of angels are here with us. They are here helping us to be on this planet at this time. They're helping us to bridge that gap between our physical and non-physical. They're saying to me that they are keeping us safe. That's one of the messages. Second message. Retreat. So this is just confirming what they're talking about. We need to retreat in order to honor ourselves. Our body is our temple, and it is in giving we receive, and it is in receiving that we give. Take charge. Leadership and self-discipline are required to take control of your life. Take charge. Final message from these cards, please. Hidden treasures. Bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. It is time for us to look to the treasure within, to find our own treasure and to share it with the world. Because only we are the ones that can find out what we are passionate about, what we are creative about. And our sacral chakra, that's where we tap into that creativity. And Archangel Gabriel's a great archangel to work with. I feel like there's one more message they want me to talk about. Chosen. Make a difference in people's lives. We were all chosen to be here. We were all chosen because specifically for our talents, our abilities, our gifts, and our souls, we were chosen to come here. And we were also asked to come here. We never forced to come here. We were chosen. So what are you going to do with that honor? You have been chosen to come here to share your gifts with the world, no matter how big or how small. What can you do to bring that into fruition? That comes from your sacral chakra. This is where creation is birthed. This is where babies are created. This is where everything is started, and this is where the new moon energy is going. If there is something you would like to birth, this is the time to start it. Go within and listen, and then take inspired action. Oh. So we're going to use the Divine Feminine cards for Archangel Haniel. 3 messages from Archangel Haniel, please. Guidance, clarity on what we can do right now. 3 messages, please. So first one, Kali Ma. So I've had Kali Ma come up yesterday for me. So this is tapped into the consciousness of man. It's about fear, embracing fear, challenging fear, leaving fear behind, but also realizing fear is important in regards to love. If you don't learn what fear is, you don't know what love is. This is the message. Kali Ma has her purpose. Fear has its purpose. Fear is not meant to be feared. Fear is meant to be overcome with love. This is why on this planet we've come here to experience duality. So if we're looking at the cards that said previously in the beginning, we have a choice. We can either choose fear or love. And fear is not based on fact. It is based on perception. It is based on thinking. It is based on ego. Love is based on spirit and soul and light. But you need the balance. So when you're looking at things, have a balanced approach. Yes, you can look at the pitfalls and you can look at the side of things that may or may not happen, but also look at the light. You've got to hold a neutral position, because this is where power resides. It's not favoring one over the other. It's actually meeting in the middle within your heart and seeing both sides of the story and coming to this alignment or truth that no matter what you experience, you're going to be okay. Having that peace of mind. That's something, that's an art. That's not something learnt quite easily, but this is why we are here. Next one. This is called Shilinagig. So this one, I mean, it looks quite rude, but it's to do with the entry of the womb. And we were talking about the uterus. We're talking about the sacral chakra, which is governed by the energy. Sacral chakra governs all these organs, and this is about the opening. So when we were talking about the birth canal, this is what it's emphasizing. We're entering this void. We're in this middle of a void, and we're transitioning between 3D and 5D, and we're entering this portal, and it's quite a lot of unknown, and a lot of it can be fear-based, but you've got a choice. When we're sitting in that void of the unknown, the transition, we can either just take it a step at a time, just walk with faith, not by sight, just like go step at a time, day by day, minute by minute, and know that everything will be okay, and it is. Or we can, because with anxiety, which I encounter, I always have to bring myself to the present moment, and this is an active thing I've got to consciously do. And it gets easier the more you practice mindfulness or whatever technique you can use to bring yourself in the moment and ground your energy. And this is talking about the tips the angels are asking us to do is to stay present and grounded, because that's what will help us do step by step, moment by moment, day by day, because you're not meant to be doing it any other way. If your mind is telling you need to race ahead, that's because your ego is trying to create fear. So it's really getting smart and aware with your own thoughts, your own constructs throughout the day. And this takes time. So they say be gentle with yourself. You're still learning. So everybody's got their different... Some days, even for me, I find it really hard if I'm tired. The thoughts just get out of control. So you've really got to stay neutral with yourself and not be so hard on yourself. And not judge yourself, good or bad. And it is what it is. That's the truth. One last message from this deck. I mean, we couldn't have ended with a more perfect card. Tara, centering. So Tara, look at this card, centering. So it's about centering within the heart. Because she's almost got her eyes closed. She doesn't know what's coming ahead, but she's just blissfully sitting there. So the message I'm getting from Tara is anything can happen, and you can sway what happens simply by the thoughts that you choose, the intentions that you hold, and the feelings that you feel. So energy changes minute by minute, moment by moment, day by day. If you consciously choose to start taking your power back and choosing to shape your future, you can do it in the now. There's no other moment. So energy begins and ends through thought, energy. And she doesn't mean it ends. She's saying that the way you manipulate energy, time and space is through your heart or through your mind. So the energy moves through your body. It can either be influenced with the mind or it can be influenced through the heart. When you get influenced by the mind, that is when you get trapped. And when you've got too much heart, you get too emotional. So you really got to find your center, your balance. And that's where you become this. Day by day, moment by minute, second by second, not knowing. She's got her eyes closed, but she's okay. One more card, please. That was a very strong message. Lilith. So I was talking about power. Lilith is about power. She's talking about owning the power to create our own realities. This is what we've been asked to do with 5D. Start shaping our futures for this earth, consciously choosing our moment by moment thoughts, honoring our sacred power as a woman, but also our sacredness of our bodies, honoring our bodies, honoring who we are, not allowing people, places, situations to have power over ourselves, our body, our minds, our spirits. Like picking ourselves up and owning it, because the divine feminine energy in the past has given our power away, and now we're coming back to our center, holding our truth, our power. The world is getting intimidated by it, but it will settle down. There's just a period of transition where the divine feminine is going to explode, and that's positive. So that's good. Okay, some final two messages from Archangel Aora and Archangel Haniel's overall message for us, please. Archangel Haniel. Archangel Haniel, 2. She wants 2. So Archangel Haniel's final closing messages for us. Protect your dreams and manifestation. Archangel Haniel is talking about the unseen. So when it comes to going deep within and listening to yourself, when you have dreams, keep it close to your heart until you're ready to share it with the world. Or even don't share it till it's manifested, because sometimes if you're sharing it with the people that envy you, get jealous, it actually takes away the power from that manifestation. This is one of the first rules in manifestation. They're saying that always share it with people that are going to help you to aspire towards that dream. If they are knocking you back and kind of putting negative thoughts in your head, they're not really supporting you. So Archangel Haniel is talking about this new moon. If you have a manifestation you desire, first go deep within, listen to yourself, listen to your truth, write it down, set the intentions on a new moon, and then either burn it or keep it under your pillow, or just somewhere where you can remember it and it's sacred to you. Because there's a power in sacredness and keeping your dreams to yourself for a while. It allows the energy to build so that when it becomes a manifestation, it's beautiful and raw and 100% you. Where if you start talking to people and including too many people's opinions, it can start to shape that manifestation. So number rule thumb, if you have a dream, keep it to yourself, honor yourself, write it in a diary, and then allow it to come to fruition each full moon. So write it down, honor it, set the intention, let it go, allow it to become inspired action. So allow it on a full moon to just, new moon, keep it to yourself, and then wait for the full moon to come, and then allow it to just blossom as it needs to. And it's your choice whether you share your dreams with people or not, but choose wisely, because the energy gets scattered. So that's what I used to also realize. When you want a big manifestation, like something really close to your heart, whether it be a partner, a life purpose, like writing it down on a new moon, making it sacred, honoring yourself, and having a ritual to manifest it is one way of calling it in. But you also have to stay in alignment with yourself throughout that period. So keeping yourself positive and open and receptive and taking inspired action. And then by the full moon, things to come into fruition. And this is how things are birthed through the sacral chakra. So this is why they had to bring up the importance of manifestation tonight, because they're talking about, so it says here, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. It's all there. The fairies are saying to you, step 1 of manifestation. Step 2, you are a guardian of your precious dreams. They are safe. Keep them close until you're ready to release them. So that was Archangel Haniel working her magic, okay, on manifestation. No matter how big or small, it is all sacred. Share it with only people who are going to uplift you, inspire you, and encourage you with that dream. Anything else? Don't keep telling 1,000 people, because then you're scattering the energy of that manifestation. Right, Archangel Aurora. 2 as well. So Archangel Aora, I don't look at these cards, I'm just channeling it. Magical blessings and inner child. So the 2 messages here. New beginnings, children. Let me listen. Magical blessings. She was talking about the magic. They both were. Allowing the magic to flow through you, life to flow through you, life to create for you through your sacral chakra, through birthing the new. Allowing it to become sacred, allowing it to just flow, not forcing it. Creating the energy of magic, like through prayer, through doing things, through honoring yourself, through making a ritual for yourself each week, like, or each month, having a bath, adorning yourself in creams and essential oils, like, you know, treating yourself like a queen. And they really, Archangel Aurora wants you to start doing this today. She doesn't want you to wait till you're older before you start treating yourself like a queen. Start choosing to do it now. And allow the magic to flow within you. Start to realize that life has magic about it. And life is here to serve you, not to make it hard for you. So it's the way you are perceiving it. It is the way you see it. The truth of the universe is that the universe is here to co-create with you. Whatever experiences you want. So you bring in a blueprint, but you also have free will. So the fairies are saying, the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So both of these archangels are really talking about having fun. Really allowing the magic to flow and honoring you. That's really their messages. So I'm just going to show these archangels. And they are saying to me to say thank you to you all for being and watching this video and allowing the energy of them to permeate your being. And they want to also work with you further on. So call on them if you resonate towards them. So they're very different archangels. And they're for very different things. But together they create a powerhouse. So they're saying also collaboration also brings more power to a situation. So working in collaboration with other people. And this is what we're about. Humans need to start to collaborate more. Instead of seeing division, start collaborating and working as a team. Because that's the only way we're going to get out of this. That's the message. So they want to honor you. So they're saying the light in me honors the light in you. The love in us honors the love within you. The beauty within us, we see it in you, but we also see it in ourselves. They want to honor the beauty. And angelic beings, we are all angelic beings like them. We have all wings like them. We to them are beautiful. So remember that. The angels see us as beautiful as much as we think angels are beautiful as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed all the messages. It was a very packed video, but they wanted to kind of put a lot in there so to help you with your journey. So I hope this video served you well. Please leave in comments if you gained anything from it. I like to know whether these videos are serving you or not, whether you are enjoying them. So the angels just want to say thank you and have a blessed evening, and until we meet again. Namaste.